Good Tuesday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, you weren't kidding. That wind came hard, and that wind came pretty fast. I could hear that the wind taking all the raindrops, just battering the side of my apartment yesterday.
Yeah.
As we work our way through the day today, are we going to see any resurgence of any of that wind?
Yeah, it is going to be, I would say, even greater winds today than we did see yesterday as we go into this afternoon. Now, it's not going to be associated with much in the way of rainfall. Our rain is primarily done, but again, it is going to turn quite windy today. And for many of us, it will be a windier day today than we did see on Monday. As we look outside at at Yakima, beg your pardon, as we look outside at Yakima right now, we are seeing these winds already on the increase. We're seeing sustained values of 24 miles an hour. It's a very mild morning though, 46 degrees right now underneath mostly cloudy skies. A few showers are possible this morning in Yakima, but by this afternoon we will be dry and just looking at those strong winds. So here's a look at your weather headlines today. A few showers and windy on this Tuesday. Again, many of us today will see wind gusts exceeding 50 miles per hour. Sunshine and calmer weather will be back on Wednesday. And then for the most part, above average temperatures are in store for the next 7 days. We will discuss all three of these weather headlines in greater depth coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Yakima. It's still not known what caused a loud noise that shook buildings Saturday night. Several people in the West Valley area called 911 between 8 and 9 p.m. Yakima County Sheriff's deputies checked it out but couldn't determine what it was. So far, there are no reports of any actual damage. And a Delta Airlines plane that was bound for Portland has been sitting on the tarmac at Yakima Airport since last night. The flight was diverted to Yakima yesterday because of high winds on the west side. The winds at the Portland airport were forecast to gust up to 60 miles an hour. And since Yakima is a primary diversion site, the pilot decided to land in Yakima.
I would just reassure the public that the airline industry is hyper vigilant on safety, and this is a good example of that.
Another reason the plane is still in Yakima is because the pilots had reached the end of their duty day. The plane is set to take off later today. And over in Olympia, new state lawmakers are considering a bill that's stirring debate over law enforcement accountability, eligibility, and the role of volunteers. KIMA's Anissa Williams tells us more.
The bill sets modern standards for law enforcement leaders, requiring sheriffs, police chiefs, and marshals to meet the same training and certification as their officers. Supporters say this will help build public trust. Representative Roger Goodman stressed the need for equal standards, no matter the size of the jurisdiction.
Whether they're elected or appointed, and chiefs, I want to make sure that the requirements are that the public knows that all police officers at whatever level are subject to the same requirements.
The bill allows law enforcement leaders to be decertified and replaced if they don't meet standards. Chris Whitsett from Kittitas County is concerned it could weaken local control and upset the balance between state and local government.
It's an unfortunate piece of massive and unnecessary state overreach and seizure of local power, local authority. The coalition and the legislators proposing this bill have determined that they want to clarify that if a sheriff is no longer certified as a police officer, they immediately and instantaneously become unelected.
Whitsett argued that local sheriffs elected by their communities should have discretion over law enforcement priorities, and the bill's restrictions could force departments to exceed their resources.
We have to make choices. We have to set priorities. And this bill's authors and supporters, unfortunately, in their zeal to remove that discretion from sheriffs, they're threatening to create a real problem.
He was also concerned about the bill's restrictions on volunteers, saying special deputies and deputized volunteers are essential to the sheriff's office. He believes the bill unfairly removes them without offering a reason or replacement.
They don't want to have anybody exercise any kind of law enforcement authority unless they've gone to the police academy and maintain their peace officer certification. And that would be great if we lived in a world with unlimited time and money.
Reporting for Action News, I'm Anissa Williams.
KIMA's Anissa Williams, thank you. And the next meeting for the bill is scheduled for tomorrow. Both sides agree on the need for accountability in law enforcement, but disagree on how much state oversight is necessary. A little closer to home this morning, this week, the Washington State Public Works Board shelled out $3.2 million in pre-construction funding for projects across the state. Of the 7 investments, 2 are right here in our neck of the woods. In Benton City, $75,000 is heading to the sewer line inspections project, cleaning and inspecting about 8,000 feet of asbestos cement sewer line. Prosser's piece of the pie is about $101,000. That money will go to protect water quality. Leaders say the focus is ongoing maintenance problems with the Yakima River sewer crossings at the wastewater treatment plant. And United Way of Benton and Franklin counties giving more back to the community thanks to a generous grant from Wild Horse Foundation. The group giving $5,000 to United Way to get books into the hands of local kids. It's part of the partnership between the United Way and Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, where age-appropriate books are being mailed to kids 5 and under each month. To enroll, we have a link up on our website, KEPRTV.com. And finishing in Benton County, applications are now open for eligible folks interested in making improvements to city parks, trails, and open spaces, as well as recreational facilities in Richland. Matching grant funds of up to $40,000 will be distributed to chosen applicants. The program is open to service and civic groups, nonprofit organizations, and more. If you have an idea to improve Richland parks for the general public, the application, along with more details, is up on our website, KEPRTV.com. You know, Jefferson, one thing I think would be interesting is to have some mileage markers on the riverfront trail over in Richland. I think that'd be pretty nice.
That could be handy for folks doing recreation and things like that.
Absolutely. You know, we'll put that on maybe on the maybe list. But folks aren't going to want to get outdoors with any of the rain or anything going on. Fortunately, it doesn't seem like we're having too much of that here in the Tri-Cities.
No, not too much rain today, but we are going to have an awful lot of wind. If you're going out running today, I hope that you have the wind at your back, because a headwind is going to make that run a bit miserable. We're going to see high temperatures today, topping out somewhere in the upper 40s to mid 50s. For most of us, we're going to see a majority of our rain showers this morning with a primarily dry afternoon. Now, those winds are going to be the big story on the day. In fact, we could see gusts in the Tri-Cities up to 50 miles an hour, and we do have wind advisories in place. We will talk about the weather alerts in place for today, and we'll also talk about when we could return to calmer weather. That's coming up.